The Fish get it done yesterday. 5-1 victory over the Brewers. Crazy. Diamondbacks Pirates, man. I know a lot of sharp bettors were taking the Pirates in this series because the Diamondbacks are just selling off all their pieces. But you got to remember, it's still the Pirates, and they got Paul Skeens pitching Sunday. So the series price was -110. I saw a lot of sharp bettors, and I was listening to them make the argument, but I'm like, it's still the Pirates, man. The Pirates can't put up runs, and look at this. Took 11 innings. It's a 1-0 game. What are we doing? Maybe we just got to bet the teams that trade players away, because look at this. The Rockies traded their third baseman away to the Yankees yesterday, and they come out and get a 6-5 victory over the Orioles. Patriot says, sprinkle on the halftime tie for viewing value. Ooh, that's a good idea for the preseason game. That is a good idea. Jamie says, can you go through the magic numbers for NFL spreads in the regular season? Like, why a half point makes a big difference at +3? Yeah, we'll do that after we recap baseball. Yeah, Portland came through last night, took a +0.5 on them, so I won last, but hedged against the possibility of BS last-minute goal. That's smart. That's smart. Good morning, Anna, over on the kick side of things. Good morning. Steps wouldn't get on Cricket Show last night either. Camera issues. I know. What's he doing, you know? Just get on here. We don't need to see. He can just do this. He could just go logo like this. You know what I mean? What are we doing, Steps? Is Steps back to work yet? Yeah, he is. Grass Guy says he missed Cricket Show last night. I forget he does a Friday show too. Friday night show. The Phillies defeat the Yankees 12-5. Yankees are just getting their ass kicked, man. Dodgers get a win, though. 5-2 victory over the Red Sox. Reds defeat the Rays 7-2. Blue Jays are just keeping that hot streak going. Yankees keep losing. Blue Jays keep winning. What's going on here? Blue Jays 6-2 victory over the Tigers. Tigers at one point of the season had the best record in baseball. Not so much. Blue Jays have taken over that title. Cricket did well with the home run parlay. There we go. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. The Cardinals beat the Padres 3-0. Anna over on the kick side of things says, can I follow you? Yeah, hit the follow button. Appreciate it. Cardinals 3-0 victory over the Padres. White Sox, dude, the Chicago White Sox have put up like 60 runs since the All-Star break last week. Or a couple weeks ago. 60 runs. No, it was last week. Yeah, we started last Friday, didn't we? It's insane. 12-5 victory over the Cubs. Rangers. I see now why it was a rough day in baseball yesterday. Look at all these shocking wins. Rangers defeat the Braves 8-3. Evaldi, baby. Game doesn't go under, but this man, 8-3 on the season, 1.5 ERA. Stud. The A's 15-3 victory over the Astros with their young stud out there, their young rookie who put up 4 home runs, 18 RBIs, 19 total bases, just a stud. Twins defeat the Nationals 1-0. Angels defeat the Mariners 3-2. What did I tell you about this series? In this series, I said, just take, I wish I would have bet it yesterday. I go, whoever's the dog, just take it. The Mariners in game 1 were a +120 dog. They won. The Angels were a +120 dog yesterday and beat the Mariners 3-2. It's just one of those funky series like that. I just had a feeling about it, and it's come true. Mets defeat the Giants 8-1. Mets defeat the Giants 8-1. Here's what we got going today. We're going to start things off with the Phillies and the Yankees early morning baseball. Phillies -119, Yankees even money, sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert, all lined up on the Yankees here. 52% of the bet, 65% of the money on the Yankees. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Padres, Cardinals, Padres, sharp money, big money, and an action hour expert all lined up on the Padres. 55% of the bets, 77% of the money on San Diego. Guardians and the Royals. Royals minus 118 home favorites. Sharp money, big money on the Guardians there. 53% of the bet, 70% of the money on the Guardians. Blue Jays, Tigers. Look at this. Tigers are minus 200 favorites. Blue Jays plus 165. And they got big money and action network expert on them, even though Tariq Skubal is pitching for the Tigers today. 51% of the bets, 77% of the money is on the Blue Jays. I think it's just a value bet. Ohtani going to hit 50 home runs this year. Probably. What's he at? Like 30, 38, 39? Rays, Reds minus 120. Even money for the Rays. Sharp money, big money on the Reds. 70% of the bets, 87% of the money on Cincinnati. Rockies, Orioles minus 275 favorites. Sharp money and big money back in the Rockies today with 26% of the bets and 36% of the overall money on the Rockies. People liking some of these dogs today. That was a bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it works out. Mets, Giants minus 118, Mets minus 102. Sharp money on the Mets, 65% of the money back in New York today. I think you mean the Indians, maybe the old. Did they win yesterday? We only call them the Indians if they won. Did they win yesterday? Let's see. They didn't play yesterday. Nope. The last game the Guardians played, they lost. So they're the Guardians. When they win, we call them the Indians. You know what's crazy? The Guardians are 51-51 on the season. They're 25-25 at home. They're 26-26 on the road. They if you go back to last season, they're like 500. And if you go back to the last like 3 seasons, they're like 500. Maybe one game above 500. How crazy is that? I even looked yesterday. How do they do on Fridays? They're one game above 500 over the last year. So if anything, today's the day to bet the Guardians, so they can keep their 500 streak going. Diamondbacks, Pirates. Diamondbacks minus 135. Pirates plus 115. Sharp money, big money on the Diamondbacks. Action number expert likes the Pirates. 83% of the money is on Arizona, though. Braves, Rangers minus 120. Braves plus 105. Sharp money on the Rangers. 74% of the overall money on the Texans there. Cubs, White Sox. Cubbies minus 190. White Sox plus 165. Sharp money on the Cubs. 76% of the money on the Cubbies there. Nationals and Twinkies. Twins minus 225 favorites. Nationals plus 190. Sharp money on the Nationals, but 76% of the overall money is on Minnesota. Dodgers and Red Sox. Red Sox minus 150. Dodgers plus 125. Big money on the Dodgers with 74% of the overall money back in LA. Marlins, Brewers. Brewers minus 165. Marlins plus 140. Sharp money on the Marlins. Big money on the Brew Crew. 81% of the overall money is on the Brewers. A's, Astros. Astros minus 210. A's plus 175. Sharp money on the Astros. Action or expert likes the A's, though. 75% of the overall money is on Houston. And the night game, Mariners, Angels. Mariners minus 150. Angels plus 125. 60% of the money is on the Mariners. What I tell you, you just take the Angels plus 125. Just take whoever the dog is in the series. And there you have it. That'll wrap up the MLB today on this beautiful Saturday.